drank that so fast. All right, let me grab a seat with you here. Hi everybody, welcome to or back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Adrienne. If you're not new here, thanks so much for clicking on another video. I am bringing to you guys today a monthly reset. Now, this is something I try to do generally every month, but I don't always get to it. And I wanted to do it a little bit differently this time because in the past as well, I'd have this list of things I want to do for my monthly reset, and it'd be all or nothing. I need to do it all in one day or I'm not doing it. And that was a mindset I had that was kind of detrimental. This time I'm doing it differently, where I've broken it up over several days and just given myself the time to slow down, actually enjoy the reset, because I do enjoy doing these things, and not feel so much pressure about it. So if it sounds like something that you're interested in seeing, let's get into it. I hope you enjoy it. So for me, a monthly reset is a reset physically and mentally. So for me, that means resetting my space by cleaning, decluttering, maybe doing some organizing. But then it's also a mental reset in what I want my month to look like. So I'm very intentional about this. I will sit to meditate and kind of think about, okay, what did I feel like last month? And what do I want to feel like this upcoming month? And then from there, I kind of usually words come to my mind, adjectives, and I'll kind of go over all of this later with you because I've done some of it already for this month. It's a lot of like clearing out the mental energy from the last month and bringing in the new energy that I want to feel, and being very intentional about it. So that's kind of, you know, the two big categories that I do. So I started all of this yesterday already by starting to clean my space. So let me rewind to yesterday, which was Sunday. I didn't even say what month we're doing. This is September monthly reset. September 2022. We're heading into my favorite time of the year, the fall, and then the holidays. This is like September through, mostly October through December, but September is heading into fall. So September through December, I just thrive. I love it. So I'm excited to be documenting this, bringing you along. I think I've talked enough. Let's get into it. Let's backtrack to yesterday, where I started doing some cleaning of my space to make me feel better.
Just think about it right now. Everything's okay. No matter where you find yourself, no matter what kind of stuff is going on in your life, underneath it all, everything's actually all right. You're okay. You have more power than you might be giving yourself credit for. If you have something that's going on in your life right now that's challenging, painful, it's just a reminder to take a little bit better care of yourself. Because you're worth it. You can have this feeling anytime you choose.
So like I mentioned, I do cleaning to make me feel better. It's not just about, oh, I have to clean, so let me do this cleaning and it's just kind of expected of you. I do it more as a self-care thing, as a, I know I feel better when my space is clean. So let's again reset the month, bring in this new energy by decluttering and cleaning my space. So that's the first thing that I did, and that's the first thing I'm gonna finish up today, and then we'll hop into the next thing I do to reset for the month. Okay, it might be kind of loud in here, but we are moving on to the next thing. I just finished my cleaning and it feels so much better. After all of it, I like to light candles, and it's just like a whole vibe when your place is clean and you've got candles going and it smells good and it smells fresh. And it's more than just like an energy woo-woo thing, like, oh, new energy is coming in for the month, like I said. And that's true, but it's also the feeling you get when your space is clean. Think about like if your place is super cluttered and messy and you're trying to do other things, every time you see a part of your space that is messy, so like if I'm you know, working at my desk area, or I'm in my kitchen and I'm trying to cook and everything around me is messy, then my mind keeps wandering to everything that's messy instead of being able to focus and be present on what I'm trying to do. So by cleaning up your space and decluttering, you're also kind of decluttering space in your mind because you're not having to think about it. And then it feels good to see your space. How good does it feel when you walk past those freshly vacuumed lines on your carpet, or that like freshly organized and clean space that you just cleaned? Like, it feels so good. It's not just about like the new energy coming in, although it does bring a sense of new energy because it makes you feel different. It generally just makes you feel better. So cleaning is done. I'm eating a snack. I had a protein bar and now I'm having just strawberries that I put a little bit of sugar and lime juice on. Sorry, the lighting keeps changing, but I'm gonna finish this up really quick and then I'm gonna get going on the next part of my monthly and September reset, which is going to be setting intentions, reflecting on August, and then setting goals for this next month. So I'm gonna finish this up and then we'll get into it. I am sitting down ready to do my like mental reset now. I already started it a couple days ago. It is September 5th. I forgot to say that. So we are almost a week into the month already, so, which is freaking crazy. Like, time flies. Because of that though, I did start doing some of this already, so I'm just gonna walk you through my process and maybe some of this will be helpful for you. I would say every few months I kind of switch how I do this and kind of what I include in this. And so for this season of my life, for right now, this is what my process entails. So I started by setting kind of my intentions for the month. And the way that I've found is most helpful for me right now to do this is to imagine how I want to feel, or like to envision how I want to feel in the month of September. I used to go straight into goal planning, to just write out my goals. You know, I want to do this, I want to accomplish that, I want to accomplish that. And while that's great and that's still a piece of what I do, I think it's more important to make your desires come to life, and especially if we're talking about manifestation and things like that, is to really try to feel what it would feel like to have those things, right? So by looking at my month ahead and kind of figuring out what I want to feel, how I want to feel, it's easier for me to then, from there, on a daily basis, ask myself, okay, if this is how I want to feel that month, or feel this month, if this is what I want to feel like at the end of September, in September, during September, what do I need to do today? And who do I need to be today to feel that way? So I can just share with you guys. So what I wrote down actually in my what I wrote down in my journal was, for the month of September, I want to feel accomplished, and I want to feel confident, and I want to feel like I'm actually making strides forward. Yeah, I want to make strides forward because for the last few years, the last few months, just in general, honestly, and I'm going to talk way more about this in my next video that I have coming up, I've been feeling very stuck. I've known what I've wanted in life, I know what my desires are, but I just don't get there. I can't get myself to get there. I can't actually, at the end of each month, even though I make all these goals, I set all these intentions, I don't end up feeling like I've made any strides forward. I feel like I'm where I started, and I feel like I'm stuck, and I feel like I'm stuck in these cycles and these patterns. And so one of my main things by the end of this month is that I want to feel accomplished, in the sense of that I'm actually making strides forward. To me, it's not as important of what I'm externally accomplishing. I want to internally feel like I've done what I set out to do this month, and that at the end of the month I can look back and say, okay, that felt really good. I feel like I did what I needed to do, and I'm actually moving forward. So that's kind of the overall feeling of what I want to feel this month and the intention that I'm setting. And so that's the first thing that I did. Once I've got my intention set for the month, then I move on to reflecting on the last month. So let me open actually what I wrote with you guys for August and how I felt about the month. And so I'm gonna write that first. I'm gonna start writing that first, but I'll kind of go over it with you guys. I thought that would be fun. Okay, I'm gonna get real and vulnerable with you all on what I wrote about my August reflections. And so reading and talking to you at the same time here, but so I wrote, to be honest, August kind of feels like a blur. It went really, really fast and it was really busy. And what I do know is that I did not accomplish the things I said I wanted to do. And I was not consistent like I said I wanted to be. And I did not live out my intentions on a daily basis like I intended to. And so I did, however, learn a lot this last month. And I learned that my ego has been leading the show a lot. So a lot of the goals I was setting in the past, the things I wanted to accomplish, were ego driven, what others would think of me, for external validation more than internal validation, what I actually needed or wanted. And so I was able to really take a step back in August and kind of look at all of that, and it's brought me to where I am now, and I feel so much more clear, so much more aligned, and ready to bring on the next month. So even though I didn't get the things done I wanted to get done, it led me to exactly where I'm supposed to be right now. So always looking for the silver lining. And so that's kind of, I know the camera's everywhere. I'm tired of holding it in my hand. But that is what I wrote for my reflections, and I wrote my intentions, which I already told you guys, and then I wrote some of my August wins. So that is what I've done so far. Next, I'm gonna move on to my actual goals and to-dos for September. Like, again, I said that these are not gonna take as much precedence. They're not gonna be as important as how I feel at the end of the month and during the month. But there are things that I would like to accomplish if I can, but I'm just gonna be gentle with myself and not beat myself up if I don't accomplish them. So I'm gonna write those out now, and then that will be it for this, and then we'll move on to the next piece, which is a little bit of a monthly vision board. So then this is how I have it laid out, all my different categories, and I'll just write a couple for each of these. It doesn't need to be anything crazy, because I don't want to overdo it and feel like this is like a pressured thing. Like, I generally feel really good doing this. So anyways, I have mental health category, physical health, relationships, career, financial, and fun and personal. So these are just going to be my intentions and or goals for each, and then I've got my September get to do's that I will write down here. It is quickly getting darker in here. It's almost 7, but I'm on my last thing. I just finished my intentions and my goals, and I was a lot easier on myself. I did not write nearly as many as I normally do. So just a couple from each category to just hold myself accountable with that. But again, biggest thing is just how I feel this month. So I'll just talk about a few from each category with you guys, because I always, when I watch these videos, I like to see what other people's goals are. It's just interesting, I think. So for my mental health, I want to be very intentional and mindful about my alcohol consumption. I've talked about this before. I've been doing really well at this, so I just want to keep it going because I feel so much better. And I want to practice my daily intentions, so look at my intention for the month each day and kind of see what I can do that day. Physical, I've been having issues with my Achilles tendon, so I want to get treatment for that. I want to buy new running shoes and do daily movement. Career, let's see, I'm gonna keep those ones to myself. And then for fun and personal, I want to wake up one morning when I'm on this bachelorette trip that I'm going on next weekend to watch the sunrise. So just little things like that. I want to start a new book and things like that. And then my get to-dos are just to-dos that I need to do this month. So that's it on that. I'm just gonna go ahead and do my vision board really quickly, and then that's gonna be it.
A reminder to take a little bit better care of yourself. You're worth it. You can have this feeling anytime you choose.
The vision board for me is something that I can look back at every single day if I want to, as I look at my intentions and add to it or just try to get in the vibe of it. But it's more of like a vibe. Like, I just picked pictures that made me feel good. And so for me, it was like cozy, cozy and like getting things done, but still taking time for myself. Like I love this picture. Like she looks chilled. Focus. She looks chilled and relaxed, but she's still getting her work done. To me, it's like, you know, do the things you need to do, but take care of yourself. Same thing with this, like take it day by day. Don't stress too much about tomorrow. Obviously, we're getting into fall, so we've got like cozy fall vibes. And just like, yeah, these are just the vibes that I want for September. Like working on things, taking care of myself, starting to go inward a little bit more. Like to me, this one's like just relaxing and kind of enjoying the moment. Like doing more cozy things with candles and making cookies as we go into fall. So that is my vibe right now, and I'll add to that as the month goes. That is the last step for this. So I hope this video wasn't too long. I realized as I was like going on, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm talking a lot. So I don't know, but it feels really good for me to do this. I wanted to share all of this with you all as well. And like I said, every few months my process changes, but this month, September 2022, this is what I'm doing to reset both physically and mentally for this new month. And then I will do it again in October, and I can't wait. Like I said, September through December is just my time of the year. I thrive, I love it. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any questions, let me know. If you want to share some goals or intentions that you have for this month down below, I would love to hear those as well. Let's connect. Let's build a community here. I would love to hear from you guys. And I think that's it. I will catch you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.